Hello. It's time to do our weekly forecast. So I'm just lighting our sage here. The kids went back to school today, so that was, I guess, the highlight of my morning. So pretty excited about, excited for them. Excited for me too, so that I can try and get back into routine and working and everything, even though, we're still kind of in this another 2 weeks of shutdown. There's still quite a bit of work I can do around that. So I really kind of appreciate being able to work from home and all that good jazz. Just opening my circles. So this week I've decided to use the Lightseer tarot cards. So not traditionally, most of the tarot cards that I had previous to getting Chris Ann's tarot decks have been Radleigh Valentine's tarot decks, and I wanted something that was a little bit more different, a little bit more traditional. And I really love the artwork on her tarot cards, so that's why I like using hers. Also, she does do the reverse meanings as well, so then I like to make sure that I'm really kind of mixing up the deck, making sure that there's forward cards and reverse cards and everything else like that. So a little bit about what I know about this author is that she wrote this tarot deck obviously on her own, but she had kind of self-published it. And then what had happened was, like, she has a pretty good following on Instagram and things like that. And Hay House kind of got wind of it. And so they decided, or obviously made her a publishing offer. And so now some of her things are being published by Hay House. So that is kind of cool. And if you're into the metaphysical, spiritual stuff, you'll know that Hay House is one of the largest publishing houses that does publish this kind of stuff. There's a couple others as well. Okay, so, and I will put I'll put a Amazon link, an affiliate link, so if you want to pick up your own copy of the Lightseer Tarot deck, that you can as well. Okay, 4 cards. First card is the energy that we're going to have this week. Second card, what else do I need to know? Third card, where is this all going? And fourth card, what action should I take? Interesting. So one thing that I kind of started doing, maybe because I'm nosy, I'm not sure why, but now when I kind of pull cards and stuff, instead of laying them down and flipping them over one at a time, I like to just like flip them over. I think part of it is kind of like wanting to kind of see the big picture. And I think part of it too is just allowing like my subconscious, giving my subconscious a little heads up as I'm going through the reading, what is what's kind of coming through. So our first card for the week, so the energy of the week, is the King of Wands. You can see him there. He's holding a torch and he has a lion in the background. So guidebook. Try and find the wands. There we go. Okay, King of Wands. So since he's in the upright position, we get to read the little light seer meaning. So it says an entrepreneurial spirit, a natural born leader, ideas that can be ultra successful, a creative visionary, timelessness, success, and fire. This fiery guy, he's charismatic and a natural born leader whose vitality emanates through his laughter and his obsession with a life well lived. As you dance into the energy, you may feel a surge of entrepreneurial passion that pushes you to the edge of your epic success. The card of moguls, masterpieces, and soul inspiration. The King of Wands calls you to unleash that offbeat weirdo that you've got inside and be absolutely unapologetic in your pursuit of the stellar. Ground your vision through the wildly novel expression of big ideas, and if you find yourself getting tripped up by the minute of every day, recruit help and map out the big picture. Holler passionately, invite others to see what you see. The shadow side of this energy is that you may not perceive your own blind spots because of an overzealous ambition. Keep arrogance and unrealistic expectations at bay and work out the kinks before charging ahead with your intensely vibrant heart. And it says, passionate and heart-fueled, we build this empire of light together. So, kind of just being the weirdo that is you and just kind of going out there and being unapologetic, you know. We all have good intentions, right? And we go out and, you know, maybe we set certain goals and certain ideas or what we think everybody wants us to do. And then we go out and pursue it, or something like totally sidelines us and, you know, we need to take a few days off just for ourselves. And that is okay, right? But be upfront about it, right? Say, you know, like, my kids just got back to school this week and I have full intentions of getting back into my groove and everything. But you know what? Today I have a killer headache, right? So I'm not going to push myself if my body is telling me that I need to rest, right? So instead of kind of hiding or not saying anything or not doing anything, coming out and saying, hey, this is kind of what's going on. And, you know, plans change. They totally do. That's what I know. Okay, what else do we need to know? So what I said, when I said that was interesting, is because our second card is the Queen of Wands, but she's in the reverse position. So we have the King and the Queen. Oh no, my mind went dirty. We've got the 69. No, I'm kidding. But let's see what the Queen of Wands is in the reversed. Okay, so in the reverse position, this is the shadow seer. So it says jealousy, being afraid to take a risk, not being totally honest with yourself, an optimal time to build your self-confidence and to let go of what other people think, and waning passions. You are capable and fierce. It's time to root into your purpose and boldly step into the limelight of your life. The Queen of Wands radiates creativity and passion wherever she goes. And when she enters a room, her exuberant charisma and confidence are palatable. Don't be afraid to be the center of attention. And for goddess's sake, stop acting small in order to make those around you more comfortable. Make sure fiery bursts of productivity are accompanied by laughter and gratitude, connection, appreciation, and love. It's okay to hold shadow in all of this light. Don't push it down so deeply that you can't find it again. Accept the parts of you that you don't openly share. The past failures that have held you back. They don't define you, so transmute that shadow. Sit with it briefly and then light it on fire because you don't need it anymore. I fill my world with an intense light that connects and incites passions. So, you know, in the reverse position, we want to on this card, it's more about the shadow seer side. So it's really interesting, right? We have the king, right? And he's this awesome leader, charismatic, creativity, like just take me as I am kind of a thing. And then we have the Queen of Wands in reverse, where, you know, some of those jealousy feelings and everything else kind of comes up, and some of the shadow side of things, right? Where we maybe doubt ourselves and our creativity, but we are being asked to shed the light on that, right? So that we can kind of move forward in this nice, bold pattern. Okay, now, where's this all going? We've got the Nine of Cups in the Shadow Seer position. So the Nine of Cups, Shadow Seer, delayed gratification, unfulfilled desires, unmanifested dreams, greed blocking your path, not appreciating the simple things in life, and smugness. So it's kind of hard, right? Like, you know, you're all gung-ho about things and about your ideas and everything, and then, you know, then you get those little nudges of, you know, self-doubt and stuff. And then what happens is you're not seeing the results fast enough, right? Sometimes we think that if we make a big change, then we should see big results right away. Kind of like it's the beginning of, you know, it's the beginning of the year. So lots of people will have set probably some health goals, right? And probably some of those health goals is to shed some pounds. And, you know, sometimes we forget, you know, it took us all year to gain whatever. For me, 25 pounds. I gained 25 pounds in 2020 from last year to this time this year. So yeah, sure, I have a goal of trying to shed some weight. And I'm going to be making more healthy choices and things like that, or change a few things, right? But I can't expect those 25 pounds to just magically melt off and to stay off, right? Whatever I choose to do has to be sustainable, right? Or you have to have, some people do go on like short-term diets, right? Where they can shed the pounds quite quickly. They just have to make sure when they reintegrate, you know, to maintain that they're disciplined to do that. There's many different ways, and I'm not here to tell you which way to go or anything like that. But what I'm saying is sometimes we have to put the work in first before we're going to see the results. And sometimes you need to stick with it for a period of time before you're going to see those results. Not everything is instantaneous. Some things need that work. This is a card of abundance and happiness, and is often fittingly called the wish card. What have you been wishing for? Allow yourself to experience how fulfilling this journey can be, and fill your life with all the laughter and bliss needed to spur you into the next phase of your happiness. Take stock of all the feels that are surfacing, and remember to practice gratitude for the manifestation of your dream. The appearance of this card in your spread is an auspicious message of prosperity, harmony, and getting what you desire. What you have been working towards is coming to you, so enjoy the pleasures and sink into the awe and the wonder of a joyous heart. I open my grateful heart to the gifts that are coming my way. Just remember, they might just take a little while to get there. So while you're kind of in this holding pattern and kind of waiting for the fruits of your labor kind of a thing, practice that gratitude, right? So, sometimes people take the whole day and they say, I effed up on my diet today. I started out really good and then whatever, I binged or whatever it is. And so then they just think that they did horrible all day, right? And so, but instead at night go, you know what? I drank more water today than I drank yesterday. And I got in this many more steps. Or I didn't get in as many steps as I got in yesterday, but, I got in an extra meditation session or whatever it is. Just be really grateful for your body, for everything that's around you, for the kids going back to school, all those things, right? Okay, the action card is one of the major arcana cards, and we have the moon, and she's number 18, and you can see the water, you can see the wolves. There's two wolves there. There's a black wolf and a white wolf, and then she's kind of floating or sinking into the water, looking up at the moon, and the water represents emotion. And so we're coming into a new moon. New moon is about manifestation and about creating something new, right? These kind of cards. So let's see what our action is for this week. I do have a headache. I had one I kind of woke up with it and I took something for it this morning, and then I still kind of had it this afternoon, so I took something again, but it's here, wrapping around all back here, but I think there's a lot of tension in my neck, and I need a massage is what I need. And so I just need to be a little bit patient and to wait for that. I think you can get massages right now if you have a doctor's note. I don't currently have a doctor's note or a chiropractor's note. So definitely something I need to go do and to go get, and then to actually book an appointment, which is probably going to take some time. Okay. Our action, lights here: illusions, hidden truths, the unknown, trusting your intuition, facing your fears, the watery nature of the unconscious mind, mystery, symbolism, and metaphor, perception, uncertainty, and dreams. Okay. When we're faced with uncertainty and illusion, it can feel like we are drowning. Trust that you will be okay, even if you can't seem to distinguish up from down right now. When you stop struggling to see that which you simply cannot see because it remains obscured behind the shadows of the moonlight, you will experience a deep release that will allow you to float to the surface of your truth. The moon card asks you to go within, find comfort in the darkness, and to calmly listen to the whispers of your own intuition. There is divinity and magic here. When you fall into the moon's still waters, your inner wisdom will embrace you and push you towards the light. She will reinvigorate your creativity and resurrect your spark as long as you go beyond your own fears to find her. Dive into her healing embrace, breathe past insecurities, and let her dimly lit magic guide you home. I am safe, and I reach new levels of unconscious knowing as I surrender to the will of the universe. The whole surrender, let go, and trust, right? What's really interesting, I have this card placed right above this one. So it's really interesting, even though, the energy of the week is very positive, right? There's there's this illusion there, this underlying illusion that we need to kind of deal with in order for us to get this. And it's these two cards here that's making this card be reversed and not upright, right? Where, you know, the prosperity is delayed. There's still a lot of shit that we need to do and that we need to kind of go through before we're going to see any sort of reprieve here, right? Everyone was hoping that say with the shutdowns that we had over Christmas and everything, that everything was going to be open again on the 11th. If you look on your news feed, I'm sure you've seen a lot of people that listened to the guidance and a lot of people who did not listen to the guidance. So then are you really surprised that things are still shut down? Because I'm not surprised. Am I disappointed things are still shut down? Absolutely. Did I do my best and do my part to stay home over the holidays and listen? Yes, I did. Am I angry at other people because they didn't? No. It's human nature. It's human nature to want to have that connection. And for some people, they really needed to have that connection. But there's consequences to that connection as well, right? So that is what I know. So with the new moon, that's this week, I believe, you might want to do some manifestation work. I didn't do any manifestation work at the beginning of the year, but I think the first new moon of this year would be a great time to do that, a great time to set intentions for the year. So instead of setting resolutions, just setting some intentions for yourself. I usually make like a little jar and I put some Himalayan salt and I put some crystals and I anoint the crystals with some oils, and you know, everything has some meaning to it. And then I usually write myself a letter. It's kind of like a little time capsule, right? I'm writing myself a letter to the future, showing all the gratitude for everything, for all the abundance and prosperity that will be happening this year. So that's what I know. I hope you enjoyed this. I do plan on recording our mantra for this week, and I hope you all take care. Bye for now.